Text like Nike, let me give you a good night kiss.
What's up YouTube? It's Check Like Nike back here with another NBA reactions video. If you know me, you know I love All-Star Weekend and I wait a full 365 days for the next dunk contest. Now this year we saw Larry Nance Jr., Dennis Smith Jr., Donovan Mitchell, and Victor Oladipo go at it. We saw Victor Oladipo in 2015 with the Mr. 540, however he lost to Zach. However, he decided to come back this year, except this time not making it past the first round. Going into the second round was Larry Nance Jr. and Donovan Mitchell. I was hoping to see Donovan and Dennis Smith go at it in the final round, and I do think Dennis Smith had the most impressive dunk of the contest, between the legs 360. However, Larry Nance Jr. did have a pretty impressive one that got him a 50 with a double tap off the backboard and then into the rim. I wasn't a huge fan of the judging system this year, being that we only had one NBA player, or former NBA player, Dr. J, and only one other person that was somewhat skilled and had knowledge in the basketball field. However, Mark Wahlberg, DJ Khaled, those guys, they did, I guess, an okay job judging. I personally took more liking to the way Khaled was judging the dunks. I did have a problem with the amount of 50s given out. I thought in 2016, Gordon and Levine redefined what a 50 dunk looked like. I mean, obviously the free throw dunks have evolved so much when Zach went between the legs, and he also did a windmill from the free throw line, and Gordon just redefined dunks with props as he went, over the mascot between the legs, which was a very famous dunk at the end of the competition. Donovan Mitchell's first dunk off the backboard was 100% not a 10. And I obviously, this is not biased at all, because I came into this wanting Donovan to win it. But if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know Levine is my favorite player, so I do have high expectations coming into dunk contests. It is my favorite event of All-Star Weekend, so I always want to see a good showdown. And I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the showdown this year as opposed to last year, which was just complete ultimate trash. Although my favorite dunk was by Dennis Smith Jr., his dunk prior to that got him a 39, so I didn't expect to see him in the final round once I saw that. But Donovan Mitchell definitely had the most creative thoughts. He went into this with props and jumping over people, and he brought his family members out to jump over them. Larry Nance Jr., I wasn't a huge fan of a lot of his dunks, especially the baseline dunk that earned him a really high score. But, I mean, he definitely put on a pretty good show for a big guy. He also paid tribute to his father, Larry Nance Sr., who won the dunk contest in, I think, '84. And he did a couple of those dunks, redid them. Obviously, they probably looked better in '84, being that it was a much longer time ago, and dunks have evolved an insane amount since then. And I did like the usage of the Phoenix Suns jersey as paying a tribute to his father. But I gotta say, Donovan Mitchell's last dunk, where he decided to put on Vince Carter's jersey, was definitely a strong statement, being that in 2000, you know the famous quote, "It's over, ladies and gentlemen, let's go home." So I feel like that was very much implied after his last dunk, and I think he well deserved to win the contest, especially after seeing that. So that being said, let's talk about him. Donovan Mitchell, who is, I think, 6'3", put on a pretty good show as well. Now, if you watched for yourself, you could, follow along here with me, and I was obviously happy to see Zach LaVine sitting with the other commentators, and they had some pretty nice things to say about him. For example, I actually found this a little disrespectful to the champ, but they did say that once Zach got his bounce back, he'd be out there doing everything Donovan just did, except 3 inches higher. I clearly got a kick out of this, and I couldn't agree more, and they even kind of referred to him as young Simba.
Woo, that boy Simba crazy.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar gave him a little fist bump after reciting UCLA, being that they're both alumni of UCLA basketball, and intended that he was Simba, although one of the other commentators quickly shut it down, saying there was no time for the kumbaya. Overall, I'm very satisfied with this year's dunk contest, and I believe that maybe the dunk contest is finally back again. I said it in 2015, definitely showed it in 2016. 2017, it just fell off. It was just boring. It was short. I didn't even know when it ended. I thought it was over way before it ended, but thought it should have gone much longer. I don't even know, but this year was very good. Donovan Mitchell put on a show. Dennis Smith Jr. had a pretty good dunk, and I'd say for a big guy, Larry Nance did a good job. Wasn't a fan of him coming into it, and unfortunately, Victor Oladipo didn't really get to show off much, but I think his 2015 performance was much better. So, comment what you think below. Let me know who your favorite dunker was, what your favorite dunk was in the entire contest, what you thought about maybe the new judging system. Obviously, I wasn't a fan of it. Did you think some of the scores were too high as well? And as always, like, comment, and subscribe for some more NBA reactions, edits, and anything you can think of. Nike out.